All right, yesterday I talked about the Rangers lineup, and I love the lineup on paper, and it's what to do when you face lefty relievers, and obviously you're going to have a very different lineup, I think, when a left-handed starting pitcher is against you. But I want to go to the Rangers rotation versus the best rotation, I will say, in the American League.
Mariners.
They are also in the West, and that is the Mariners. Their projected rotation on opening day, as long as everybody's healthy, All-Star Luis Castillo, All-Star Logan Gilbert, I believe All-Star George Kirby, future really great pitcher, and maybe made the All-Star team last year, Bryce Miller. And then they got this guy named Brian Wu, who had a really good year last year, is their number 5. Their number 5 starting pitcher last year pitched 121 in third innings, 96 hits, 13 walks, 101 strikeouts with a 2.89 ERA and a whip of .90.
Wow. Yes.
That is arguably their best, and they have them projected as starting the 5th game of the year.
Wow.
Now, I just gave you their number 5 starters numbers, and I think they're interchangeable. I don't want to say they have 5 number 1s. That's too extreme. But they have 5 really good to great starting pitchers.
I wanted Castillo so bad a couple of years ago. Like, I was like, this dude is a strikeout pitcher here.
Yeah.
He was 4th in innings pitched for them last year at 175 and a third.
Wow.
When I go to the Rangers, Nathan Eovaldi led the team in innings at 170.1 or .2. So this is
4th.
The Rangers' second best starting pitcher last year was Andrew Heaney, who's still a free agent, but probably not going to be on the Texas Rangers.
What do you think that the value or the price continues to go down the closer you get to spring training?
I think it gets to 1-year deals. We saw this last year, right? I think that's the problem is I love Andrew Heaney, and I think he can be a very nice pitcher in a rotation or in a bullpen during a season for a team. I'm assuming this. It's only assumptions. He's looking for a 3-year deal, and teams aren't giving him 3-year deals. So they're waiting him out till, let's say, March 1st, when guys like Andrew Heaney will take a 1-year $1-year $12 million deal. That way you're not locked into him for a long time. I don't like that for Andrew. I think he deserves better, but I think that's what teams are doing with free agents that are still free agents today, is they're looking at them going, we like these guys. We only like them on 1-year deals.
I know the Rangers do not have money for this right now. Do you like, whether it's the Rangers or any other team, do you like the value then of Andrew Heaney? I think the answer is yes.
100%.
On 1 year, $10 to $12 million.
100%. I think he's worth $15 million, and maybe there would be a team out there. I don't know. I'd have to look at everybody's rotation. Obviously, like the Mariners don't need him. The Rangers could use him, but I think they would use him more as like that 6th man.
He's not a closer, right?
No.
Because he doesn't have the stuff?
I don't think he does. Closing is tough. There's not 30 closers in Major League Baseball. So now we're saying, well, John Gray might, or Andrew Heaney maybe.
Yeah. I am curious about John Gray. I've told you that before.
No, for sure. But, like, I mean, when you get to the end of the year, you're like, are there 20 closers in this league you would trust?
Right.
The answer is usually no. Usually you get to about 15, and you're like, okay, I can trust number 13, 14 maybe, you know? I mean, so usually half of teams in Major League Baseball struggle to have a guy they like in the 9th inning.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, let me get to this stat for the Seattle Mariners, which, look, the Rangers bullpen, I just don't know. I just don't know what it's going to be like. I don't love it on paper, but you know what? You can like a lot of teams' bullpens on paper, and they struggle.
Sure.
So paper is really tough, especially with bullpens. So let me give you this stat for the Seattle Mariners. Last year, I can't believe they weren't a better team when I give you this stat. Out of their 5 starting pitchers, okay, and obviously they didn't all stay healthy, but Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, and Bryce Miller pretty much stayed healthy all year. And Luis Castillo made 30 starts.
Yeah.
So Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, 33 starts. That's the max you can make if you stay healthy. So Luis Castillo pretty much missed 3 starts if you wanted to get the maximum amount of starts in a season. Bryce Miller had 31 starts. Brian Wu had 22 starts.
Okay.
They had 88 quality starts from those 5 guys. 5 guys in their rotation. Now, they stayed pretty healthy. If I add Emerson Hancock, who pitched near the end of the year with 12 starts, He had 4 quality starts. That gives them 92 quality starts from their 6 starting pitchers last year.
Holy moly.
92 out of 162 games.
And you're like, how did they not have a better record?
Yeah, I don't get it. Now, obviously, their offense struggled tremendously last year. Now, that's all the quality starts they got. There's only 6 guys that got a quality start, but they did get 92. Would you like for me to tell you, or would you like for me to guess how many quality starts the Rangers got last year?
21.
Oh, my God. It's got to be higher than that, right? 60.
54.
All right.
But if we look at the Mariners, it's a big gap, 54 to 92. Now, the Rangers had quite a few guys get a quality start, like Dane Dunning, 2, Jose Urena, 3, Max Scherzer, 3, John Gray, 7, Andrew Heaney, 7, Cody Bradford, 8, Michael Lorenzen, 8, Nathan Eovaldi, 16. When I put Nathan Eovaldi on the Mariners, he finishes 5th in quality starts.
And he's by far
22 for Gilbert, 20 for George Kirby, 18 for Bryce Miller, 18 for Luis Castillo, and 10 for Wu.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the Rangers bullpen. Now, do I expect the Mariners to stay this healthy and to get 88 quality starts from 5 starting pitchers? Probably not.
Yeah.
That's probably not going to happen again. But I will say this. Offensively on paper, the Rangers look better than the Mariners. On a piece of paper, their rotation, the Mariners looks better. But on paper right now, I'm looking at Jacob deGrom. I'm looking at Nathan Eovaldi. You start getting to, I don't know what Tyler Mahle's going to be. I honestly have no clue what he's going to bring to the table this year.
And this isn't related to the Rangers specifically, but aren't the Mariners the king of paper champions?
100%.
Yeah.
They still haven't won the division since 2001, since I was a rookie in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
So I look at this and go, but the Rangers have to get a lot better in starting pitching.
Yeah.
A lot better than what they were last year. And on paper, look, right now they have Kumar Rocker, Jack Leiter not slated to be in the rotation. But all it takes is an injury in spring, which will probably happen, and Rocker's in the rotation. Or they decide John Gray's going to be the closer. I just don't know when you make that decision. March 10th? Do you go, we got to start training him to be a closer? The dude's never thrown in, as far as I know, he's never thrown in back-to-back days in his life. We might want to start training him to be a 1-inning, 9th-inning guy if that's what we want to do.
And that conversation or elements of that conversation would have had to have at least taken place by now,
They have taken place.
Okay.
They just don't want to limit John Gray to
gotcha.
What if, I'm just giving you a what if, Tyler Mahle can't make it to start the year.
Yep.
Nathan Eovaldi's having some arm issues, and they're like, we're going to give him a week or 2 in the regular season to make sure he's ready in spring training. And you're like, what about John Gray? Like, we can't start. He only pitched 7 innings in spring training because we were throwing him 1 inning at a time, getting him ready to be the closer. So you lost that opportunity. I can always bring a guy back to being a reliever. That's easy as saying, you're just now going to pitch 1 inning every other day.
Yeah.
I can't go, well, you've been trained to pitch 1 inning every other day. Go now throw 5 innings tomorrow. It's impossible to do. If you don't understand baseball and arms, it's just impossible to do. It would be telling Usain Bolt, I know he doesn't run anymore, Usain Bolt, be going, hey, I need you to now go run a half marathon. You're like, I don't run a half marathon. I'm a sprinter.
Yeah.
It would take me a long time to train, and maybe I'm not, ever going to be able to do it. So I look at this and go, with the Rangers bullpen, the Rangers starting pitching has to get closer to what the Mariners were able to accomplish last year. I understand they're not going to get as lucky to have 6 starting pitchers, pretty much like the Mariners did. There's probably going to be 10 starting pitchers for the Rangers. The 5 that you name on the website, I know I'm out of time here. I got to hurry up. deGrom, Eovaldi, Gray, Bradford, Mahle is what they have as the Rangers starting 5. Is it going to be exactly in that order? I don't know. But we know that probably Dane Dunning's going to get a start here and there.
Yeah,
we
I
know
agree
that
with that.
Rocker's going to get, I think, at least 10 starts, if not 20. I hope he gets 25. I hope that he does great in spring training and he stays pretty much healthy all year and you get 25. Jack Leiter's probably going to get 5 to 20 starts. I know that's a big range, but he's going to get some starts too. And then there might be a guy here and there that I'm just forgetting that's a guy who's pitched in the big leagues, who's a big league invite, who starts off in AAA and comes up, and like Urena last year.
Yeah,
gets
he came in a couple times.
7 to
clutch,
10 starts, type of deal. So the Rangers have to get, on paper, I like their rotation. It ain't the Mariners, but they have to get a lot closer to the Mariners, because wouldn't it be great if you took a little bit of pressure off of a bullpen that Bruce Bochy said at the Winter Awards? I really don't know these guys.
Yeah.
He has, starting today until March 25th, he has that much time to get to know these guys and try to figure out how he's going to use these guys in big-time situations against the Boston Red Sox on March 27th through the 31st.